Hey guys, it's Mary. So today I'm going to do my February wrap up. So I read 10 books this month. I had a great reading month, partly because half of them were audiobooks. so that just helped a lot. So let's get started. The first book I read is the second book in the of Green Gables series. It is Anne of Avonlea. It takes place almost immediately after the first book. Anne has decided to stay at Green Gables and teach at the school for a year or two. I can't remember. And it's just about her writing and being in the school and learning all these different things while helping Marilla take care of these two orphans that she's adopted. The next book I read was Anne of the Island, which is the third book in this series. This book tells of Anne's years at college and how she's becoming more of a woman with getting all of these different proposals, and how she's feeling when she's getting all of these things. She is learning more about her past, and she is also trying to deal with burgeoning, I guess, feelings for Gilbert, or trying to figure out all these different things she feels for Gilbert. And this also does a lot with her writing. The next book I listened to was The Siren by Kiera Cass. It is her first non-selection series book. It is about a girl who is a siren. She waited 100 years for life, so she doesn't die in the ocean, and it takes place 80 years after she meets this boy. She falls in love with him. It's like a forbidden romance kind of thing, and she can't speak no matter what, and if she does, then her voice will lead him straight to the ocean and he will drown. And it I didn't intentionally want to read this book. I was just kind of drawn to it, like, let's see how different Kiera Cass's writing style is. And it wasn't wonderful, but it wasn't terrible. It was somewhere in the middle, which I kind of liked in that idea. Then the next book was Legend by Marie Lu, and this is a dystopian novel, and I still don't even know what really it's about. It's this girl whose brother is killed, and it takes place in her point of view and another point of view, which is the guy who's framed for the girl's brother's murder, and he's been on the run for a while, and it is her trying to find justice for her brother's killer while also trying to think, oh, maybe this isn't the guy, because of a lot of different factors at play in. Then the next book was It's Not Summer Without You, which is the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. It takes place a year after the first book. It deals with Belly's first summer away from cousins. She has just gone through a horrible breakup. Her friend kind of doesn't understand why the breakup and the funeral have always meant so much to her. She doesn't understand why she wants to go back to Cousins, and they have this huge fight. It's really kind of a sad book. And then Jeremy calls Belly one day to tell her Conrad went missing from his college summer school semester, and they find out where he went, and it is kind of this whole story of who will she choose? Again, it's this, who will she choose? Which one will she choose? And Jenny Han makes it so frustrating because you don't know who you want Belly to end up with. Do you want her to end up with this guy she's liked for several years, or this guy that's always been here for her? And it is a really great book. And then I finished off the series, which is We'll Always Have Summer, and I'm going to be very vague about this one. The boy she ends up choosing in the second book, she is getting married to. It takes place 2 years after the second book. She is now done with her first year of college. Nobody likes their decision of getting married in 3 months. They think it's a bad decision since she is 18. But, you know, eventually they kind of come around. But she has to stay at the lake house to do all of these wedding plans while also living with the boy she didn't choose. And unlike the second or the first book, the second and third book, you actually get to see the boy's point of view plus Belly's. So you get to see their thoughts, and you get to see what they're thinking and feeling during those times. And the third book is so great. The second book kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, so you're just like, gotta buy it, gotta buy it, gotta buy it right now. No matter what platform, you gotta buy it. And I really enjoyed that one. So that was a great book. And then the next book I listened to was The Rest of Us Just Live Here. And that book is the story about what if you aren't the chosen one. Like, there are these two groups, the main characters, friends of groups, him dealing with his crush and this new guy that's coming along, and then the group of chosen ones. And it kind of makes fun of the chosen one tropes. And I loved the chapter titles because it was just like, oh, well, like, his story's going on, this is what's happening to the chosen ones, like, this person is, like, defeating this person is kissing this, like this. It didn't meet my expectations. I'd heard so much about it, like, it seemed like an interesting read. It just didn't do it for me. And then I read Beast, which is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. It is about this prince in Persia, and it also deals a lot with religion, but it is about this prince in Persia who sacrificed an animal that had already known pain, and I guess that's not allowed in his religion. And so the genie tells the boy that his father would kill him the next day at the hunt, and he tells his father, yeah, so don't kill me, like, don't shoot. And so the next day the boy turns into a lion, and his father tries to shoot him, but obviously he doesn't kill him. The lion runs away down to India, and he's trying to find his way as a lion, and you don't really get to see much of the Beauty and the Beast side. You only see about 50 or 60 pages of Belle. It was more about The Beast as a prequel, and I love Belle, which is probably why I didn't really like it. I got bored of the story, and it also creeped me out that the only way Belle and the lion could communicate was him writing in the sand, and she still fell in love with him, which is different than the actual story of Beauty and the Beast because he talked. So that creeped me out, and I didn't really find it that interesting. And then I listened to Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth, which is her first non-Divergent series. It is the first in a duology. It is like this epic space odyssey. There are 2 different races. 2 boys have been taken from their family, and they have been put under the jurisdiction of the other race, which is a like dominant kind of like mean kind of race under the rule of the king and his sister. And you get the older boys' point of view. You also get the sister's point of view, and how badly both are treated, and how their current gifts, which every child has a current gift. The girl has like the touch of pain. I forget what the boy has, but the boy's brother has like visions, which their mother had, and it's them dealing with her brother and trying to get away. And then the last book I read was Fallen by Lauren Caden, and I was so excited for this book because I've been wanting to read it for a while, and we finally got a release date in the US, like after it being pushed back a year, and then getting more information about upcoming release dates. But it wasn't the United States. It was other countries. Like, congrats to other countries for seeing them. I just want to see it. Like, so I read it and I loved it. And it is a story about a girl who moves to a boarding school. She has friends, but she likes the bad boy type. And he's trying to tell her to stay away from him. Don't come near me. Don't like me. I've been burned. Things have like hurt me before. But she can't stay away, and you realize why at the end of the book. But it's such a great book, and I can't wait for the movie, which is they announced on the Fallen Twitter coming out in August. Yeah, again, the bad dancing. So yeah, that was my February wrap up. I had a great month this month, and hopefully next month will be very good. Okay, bye.